What's up, this is Score2448 with a Farming Simulator 17 video. Today we'll be gold mining here on Goldcresy Valley with some pretty cool equipment. We have a Cat 745C and we also do have this brand new Kenmore T800 with a water trailer. So we'll be hopping in this, we'll be bringing it over to the water section of our wash plant. Once we get this set up, we'll be heading down into the claim to kind of excavate some of the soil that is full of gold. We'll be bringing it back here to the wash plant. In the wash plant, we'll be sorting out all of the gold. And this was a really highly requested video. If you do have any cool ideas, drop them down below in the comments. I'm very excited to be back here gold mining with some pretty cool new equipment. We also do have a new loader at the claim. And the claim is like a section of soil that does have a lot of gold. And we do have an excavator already over there. So we kind of got this backed in. I did unload some of the water over here. And I think what we will mainly be doing is bringing all of the soil right over here to where it says soil. We'll kind of just back up and we'll be unloading it over here, and it goes all to the wash plant. You guys can see a little bit of soil is still going since there's a pretty large pile right over here. So pretty cool setup on the mining map. We'll be hopping in the brand new rock truck and we'll be heading down the muddy trail to the claim where we have the cat excavator and a cat loader. And as we go down, you guys will see that there's a lot of mud all over the road, so it will be a little challenging and it will slow us down just a little, and we will also have to watch out on our way back. So this section is a pretty cool section of the map. It's kind of on the top section, and they actually have like a bridge for normal vehicles to kind of drive over, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool edit of Goldcresy Valley, and I really do like it. There's a few other mining maps which I am looking into. So we are cruising over here. It's pretty interesting how this kind of works, but I'm thinking that I might build like a pretty cool gold mining map very soon. So let me know, guys, should we build a gold mining map? I think that would be pretty cool. Kind of build one and base it off of Alaska and something cool like that, and let me know your thoughts. We'll be heading down here. I would like to thank each and every one of you for the continued support on the daily content. I really do enjoy doing daily farm sim videos. You guys just saw that we did pass by our holding pond and also the little area where the water pump is, where we kind of fill up that water truck and trailers. We'll kind of back up right next to here. There's a lot of soil on the ground, which we will most likely be scraping up if we do run out. And you guys can see over here, there's also a pretty large pile. So we have a lot of soil to kind of excavate, bring over to the wash plant. We'll turn this on, one of my favorite excavators, and we'll get started off. We'll kind of switch through the views, and this one will not be moving around with the excavator, which is going to be pretty nice for us. We'll kind of turn the bucket out, and like I was saying, guys, I really do enjoy doing mining videos. These are very cool. I do like featuring big, giant equipment just like this, and mining is overall a pretty cool thing for us to do. You guys can see that the rock truck is pretty cool. It was made by Wood Metal Farming. Shout out to them for making some pretty epic mods. So it looks like the bucket is getting full every time, which is always good to know, because we do want to bring full truckloads back and forth since it's a pretty long distance. What I am noticing though is that this rock truck is able to kind of hold a lot of soil, which is perfect. We'll kind of switch over to this view, maybe even first person view. Take a look at this view, one awesome view. So we'll kind of take a look and unload. Awesome, so the truck is filling up, which is pretty good. We'll kind of move over here to this section, kind of extend all the way out. And I remember we did a gold mining video with a very large cat excavator. We kind of did trade that one in. That was just a little too large for the company, and looks like we are almost kind of tipping over. So we will have to be careful. Wow, very, very close to kind of going over the edge. So we will kind of have to push down. Sometimes you do run into little problems just like that, almost having the excavator go off of the cliff. So I think we'll probably do one or two more bucket loads, and then we'll be heading over to kind of run it through the wash plant. Now it also looks like it's taking a pretty long time for the truck to pretty much fill up. We'll be turning this up, we'll be hopping in the front loader. Now I think the front loader is a very large bucket. This should be able to kind of fill up the truck very easily. And you guys can see that we actually removed a lot of soil so far. The ground will probably freeze over. Maybe we could try to do some winter mining. Not exactly sure what could happen, because in the winter all the ground does freeze, everything like that. So we'll kind of scrape some of this up and kind of load it into the truck. Take a look at that, guys. We did scrape up a lot. We do have a full bucket load. We'll be loading this into the truck and we'll be making our way back over. We do not have a full load, but it's always good to bring a lot or as little as you have kind of get the wash plant up and running. And usually some of the wash plants will require a lot of kind of soil, but it looks like this rock truck does take a lot of bucket loads from the excavator and the front loader. So we'll hop in and we'll make our way back. I really do enjoy doing these pretty cool mining videos. I believe that there is a mining game coming out very soon, which I'm very excited for. We'll probably be doing a few videos in that, but this is one fast rock truck also. You do have to be pretty efficient, and maybe we'll be doing a multiplayer video. Or, guys, let me know, should we do a live stream where we do mining? You guys can come in and help us out on the mining company. So I think it might help us out if we pretty much avoid these kind of mud spots. It just kind of slows us down, gets the truck almost in a point where we probably will not be able to get unstuck, especially with all of the soil in the back. But this is one giant rock truck, larger than any of our other rock trucks. We'll kind of back up here and we'll be loading into the wash plant now from the truck. Back up. That looks to be pretty good. We do have a pretty nice base section, which is pretty cool. You guys can see it's all unloading. Looks like it's completely empty, which is pretty cool. You guys can see now it's running through the wash plant, and there's actually a lot of soil right there. Whoa, we have to go down here, so we'll kind of back up and go back down. Like I was saying, guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you supporting the daily content on the channel. I have a lot of very cool surprises coming to you guys. Some cool mods that will be released very soon also, which should be pretty cool. And when it gets around Christmas time, I think we'll probably release like a mini mod pack, which I think is also a pretty cool thing to release. This rock truck is doing an overall great job. It is a little bit slower up and down the hills, which is pretty realistic. I do like realistic videos. So I think up next we will most likely pretty much just fill up the rock truck with the front loader, just because it is just taking a little too long with the excavator. I think we might try to do a few more bucket loads. Not exactly sure. We'll kind of back up and we'll just kind of get it from the pile. Since there's a pretty large pile, and we'll probably load up the loader really good. And take a look, guys, this is the 980K. First time I'm using this loader in a video. It's one of the largest and most detailed cat loaders I have been using in the farm sim game. That is very cool. So we'll kind of scoop in here. We do already have a full bucket load. I mean, it's pretty fast scooping in here, which is pretty helpful for us. We'll fill up the truckload. Now, I believe that you could also mine for other things other than gold, but I really do enjoy gold mining. It's a pretty cool thing to do. So it looks like one bucket load is not really filling up this truck too much, which means that the fill level on the truck really does need to be a little bit more realistic, since I would think that 3, 4, even 5 of these bucket loads will probably fill up that entire truck at once. So I mean, we'll probably have to look into that. We'll do a few more. We'll head back and then we'll call it a day once we run a little bit more into the wash plant. So like I was saying, guys, we did add water to the wash plant with that pretty nice detailed trailer that we backed in at the start of today's video. And then we also ran a lot of the soil, which wash plants usually separate the soil using vibrating platforms, which is pretty cool. The rocks do fall out through little grids, everything like that. And then the kind of gold and fine dirt kind of go through like a rug area with water on a certain degree slope, which catches it all, which is pretty cool. I mean, gold mining has a lot of pretty cool equipment. Very challenging though, gold mining. Not exactly sure if you will kind of get any gold. So like I was saying, we'll probably do one more bucket load. It is taking us a pretty long time to fill up the truck. Maybe I might kind of increase the bucket size onto this loader to kind of fill up that truck at once. Not exactly sure. Drop any ideas down below. But like I was saying, I would like to thank Wood Metal Farming for making these epic mods, just like the cat loader and the cat rock truck. It's a pretty cool truck, and it does say excavating on the side, and we'll actually be using this truck for some excavating and pretty cool videos for the construction company. So we'll kind of we do have to kind of back up here. Looks like we are kind of stuck in gear. Now I've noticed that a lot of the vehicles kind of do get stuck in reverse or in drive, but we loaded that up. We're gonna hop back in the truck, we'll turn it back on, and we'll make our way back to the wash plant. Today was overall a very successful day of mining. We do need a lot more time. A lot of the miners do work almost around the clock, kind of bringing rock trucks. They have multiple person crews, so I think it's time for us to kind of upgrade, do like a multiplayer stream open to the public. You guys can help in where we have like 3-4 of these rock trucks, maybe a few excavators and a lot of front loaders going, kind of a realistic giant logging operation. So let me know your thoughts. I think that would be a very cool thing to do, and very interesting also, kind of changing it up with the mining. So we'll be heading back here, we'll unload it and call it a day. And I mean, it would be pretty funny for us to roll this vehicle over, kind of not being careful, kind of going up this hill. So we do have to be pretty careful. Very expensive rock truck. A lot of the equipment is very expensive. We kind of backed up here. We'll kind of unload it and take a look at that, guys. Once you unload it over here, it kind of goes through the conveyor belt, as you guys can see, conveyor belt, and then it gets sorted out. You guys can see, pretty cool. The water's going, since we did add the water, everything like that, and then all the rocks come out of it, and then the rocks go over here to this area where it goes through, and then it comes back out. So I mean, it's a pretty complicated thing. Goes all the way over here, and then the rocks kind of just get stored, and you could actually take the rocks out, which it's pretty cool. So I mean, gold mining is pretty interesting operation. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video where we did some mining on the Goldcresy Valley map. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.